Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called Extreme Wealth Protection. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's episode of our show on all your social media to help get the word out. Now, let's get started. If you watch the cable financial channels or the internet financial news sites, you would get the impression that everybody out there is trying to squeeze every last penny or percentage point that they can out of their wealth on the markets. But that's just what the TV and the internet news boiler room sites are trying to get you to believe. They want to program you to believe that the most important thing now is to scrape as much money out of the market as possible. Extract that last profit point before it's too late. This is how the smart money programs the uneducated money for theft. They're getting ready to steal the wealth of the poor and the dumb on a massive scale that will be nothing short of historic. Why are they doing this? Because the only way to steal this much money this quickly will be to trick the poor and the uninformed into believing that everything is still great out there. Everything is fine. Everything is just hunky-dory. They need to get you to lower your guard. Assume that you and your money are safe and protected, even though a lot of banks and regulatory agencies are operating in a stealth state of insolvency and couldn't protect your money if they tried at this point. They still need you to believe that they can and that everything is fine. Now, the ultra wealthy are doing just the opposite. That's the reality of it. They're telling you one thing, but in reality, behind the scenes, they're doing another. They're not out there trying to squeeze a half point on their stocks or other investments. They're reducing their risks dramatically. Why is that? Because the ultra wealthy know firsthand how their competitors love to steal money from everybody. So their primary concern now is to protect and preserve their capital. They don't care about profits at this point. They just don't want to lose their principal. They don't care how much money they make on their money at this point. It's just it's a minor consideration. They just care about protecting what they have and preventing it from being stolen. In some cases, stolen from some of their best and closest rich friends. So how are they going to do this? Here are some of their tactics. They're buying positive cash flow generating assets. They love companies and hard assets that will generate tremendous amounts of money. They believe that most digital assets will soon take a massive dump, and that includes Bitcoins. How's that possible? Well, very soon they believe that their new legislation will regulate and restrict the Bitcoin exchanges so dramatically that cryptos will offer very little security or benefits going forward. You will still be able to have and own cryptos, but trying to convert them to cash will be extremely difficult and costly. Remember, we don't give financial advice and never have, so you should always do your own research. Don't just rely on what you hear, at one site or from one source. Do your own due diligence. So how else are people trying to protect their wealth? Well, of course, they're moving away from electronic or digital assets and moving towards physical assets that they can take full possession and control of. They believe that if they want to move or sell a physical possession, then no one will be able to stop them electronically. This is one of the reasons that older cars that won't have the newly mandated electronic ignition cutoff switches on them are going to be more popular. People fear that their newer cars will be electronically tethered to prevent them from going too far from home as well. It's total control and domination of your driving and your ability to move around. It's a fear that is concerning a growing segment of the population. The people out there are developing a growing fear of all digital assets. Why is that? Because they fear that their digital assets can be terminated, disappeared, or restricted with the flip of a single switch. But with older, less electronically dominated assets like vehicles, then once they have possession of it, they can control it. So how else are some people protecting their wealth? Well, one thing they're doing is that normal everyday people are starting to mirror or partner with the world of organized crime. For centuries now, criminals have been absolute experts at hiding their stolen money. So who are straight, ordinary citizens, non-criminal citizens going to these days for advice on how not to get ripped off? Well, they're going to some of their criminal friends, people they know, people that may even, be more than happy to give them advice online about how not to get ripped off. One of the many things that people are using these days is the dark web, where a lot of sophisticated and some really stupid criminals hang out. They'll go on there and they'll purchase or sell unregulated or uncontrolled assets that they want to make money on. We don't condone that, but it's being done. People feel that if you want to get medical help, you go to a doctor. And if you want to prevent criminals from stealing your wealth, then you get your assistance or counsel from other real criminals who can help you protect your own wealth. That's just the truth of it. Now, we don't advocate that anyone do anything illegal or inappropriate, but more people than ever are going to great lengths to protect their current wealth or attacks on their future wealth. And that's just happening left and right. Good luck. Thank you for watching. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we post. Bye-bye.